just for ratchet, it could be a lot of things. It could be a torch.
I just call her.
A torch is a flame hammer.
So are we still going to call this the watering hole?
No, I think this has got to be something different.
The service hallway.
The maintenance man? But today's topic is, what type of car do you like? American, Euro, or JDM? And then you had to pick which car in this category that you picked.
You gotta let Dare Bear go first. I think I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah, so I am a Subaru and Chevrolet guys.
Hey, they made a Chevrolet Forester, brother. You gotta get you one of them.
They did, only in India though. What I've had my whole life.
But if you had to choose between the two, though, which one would you pick?
Between the two, like Brent said, I don't have to pick. I can get a Chevrolet Forester.
It's a
Or you get
cocktail.
a Baja.
No, see, a Baja is like a Honda Ridgeline, but
But worse.
but it's still all-wheel drive though. It's just
Brent?
JDM for sure. I'd say obviously Subaru is an easy one for me because I've done a lot of racing, and when you race, you break things, and we know Subarus really well. So there's not anything on any Subaru that's going to break that we're not going to be able to fix. Like when your car broke, we built an engine in one day. Like I love Hondas. Honda platform's good. Front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, doesn't matter. Some of their all-wheel drive drag cars, super epic, but they're not as easy to work on as a Subaru. They're just not. I like being able to do an alternator in 15 minutes, if that. So I'd say for the majority of it, my answer is going to be Subaru. I also do like some Chevy stuff. The LS platform is pretty gangster. It's easy. It's hard not to like it.
hard to beat.
I would say that a platform that I would love to get more into personally and understand it more would be like the Coyote stuff. Because the stuff that people are doing with the Coyote motor and boost is just outrageous. They're making crazy power with very simple, and you don't have to touch them. You do like oil pump gears and you make 1,000 horsepower, and they perform really, really well. So, but then again, that boils down to it's not a simple engine.
Yeah.
It's dual lever cam, it's timing chain.
That's the
There's
big
just so
thing
much
for
to
me
it.
is I like engines that are simple.
Yeah. Well, that's why the LS is always gonna take the cake.
They have time chains.
Yeah, but it's this big. And it's in block cam, obviously.
Yeah.
What about you? What you like?
I don't
You
know.
can't answer the same as us.
No, it's definitely not JDM. My preference. I've always grew up liking Porsches.
Time.
What up, dog?
Right.
All donations accepted.
Yes. We're building race cars.
You want this?
Wasn't even close. That front mount is going to be fun. I noticed you cut that bottom bar out.
The front mount's not going to be as crazy as the other one because you're not going to leave. It's not going to be as OEM as that one. All he wants is fog lights.
Hold on. He wants fog lights, but he also wants fog lights in his STI JDM front bumper.
That Forester. We have so many Foresters.
We
How did
have-
we end up with being the Forester shop?
We continually have probably 4 to 10 Foresters at all times.
Even like the SUV models.
Ooh, some of those are rowdy. They
yeah,
got like a
the
boost
Cayenne-
gauge in the dash.
What is it, the Cayenne turbos and stuff? But he has a Cayman S, like an older model, and he lended it to me during my graduation of college, and I had it for like 6 months. It was probably like the best car I've ever driven. I drove it all the way. I flew up to Connecticut and drove it back down from Connecticut. And
That'd be fun.
yeah, and it smoked Michael's car. Smoked all the Subarus I was hanging out with back in the day in like 2015. The gears are just so long and it handles so well.
And it's comfortable.
And it's comfortable and it has like all the like luxury bits to it.
Can you imagine working on that though?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but aftermarket stuff is like relatively like
Oh, yeah.
easy to get, and but it's just expensive because it's
Yeah, some of the
Yeah.
Audis have pretty dope SUVs too.
yeah. My brother drives a Q4 or
Q4?
5
Yeah.
turbo model. And it's pretty quick. But once I got old Greg, I was like, man, this is like pretty easy to work on,
Better than a Porsche.
and it's cheap.
Parts are readily available.
It doesn't have the amenities.
I went to the junkyard and like grabbed some like stuff for it that was like spare tires.
Not to mention, you can walk into literally any of O'Reilly's or AutoZone or anything.
Yeah.
You get all the door parts, and window
Clips.
parts, clips, paint to match.
Upgraded coolant fittings.
Yeah, everything. There's a huge aftermarket for them as well.
Yeah, even like on eBay, you buy all the time. Just out of luxury.
What about BMW?
I don't know. I've never driven a BMW.
The older ones are kind of gangster. They were simple. They were simple back then.
I
And
like-
I'd say super easy.
I like the the early '90s models, like the M3s and stuff.
Mhm.
But I always hear they're a pain to work on. But I also don't want to spend like 6 figures on one.
That one we did the hood exit on. I like that.
Yeah.
It was
But
nice.
then the thing my brain goes to is, man, if I had 60 grand to buy a BMW, I can make a slayer of a
Yeah,
Subaru with that
exactly.
money.
That's why I don't have a
I mean, look at your
BMW.
car, and we got like maybe that's a $7,000 car at
Maybe.
most,
Maybe.
and that thing has yet to lose to anything.
Not at one time.
I think for track racing, I like anything that I aspire to race and to like actually beat on. I want it to be simple.
Any car that I simple is best in a racing application because it's just easier. The easier it is to work on, the faster it is to fix, and the faster it is to get out on the track. So,
Yeah. But also, if you're trying to like me, daily driving, something that's comfortable, but also can be kind of quick.
I wouldn't mind a newer STI, like a VA STI.
probably
like a-
stage 2 in it.
Yeah, just a stage 2 BCP X500. Put that thing on.
450.
Whew,
Yeah, but what's the
heavy.
retail on like a brand new STI?
A lot.
Oh, well, I guess they don't make them no
They don't
more,
make
but
them anymore, so they're getting-
No, I mean, but like this one's a 2020, I think. I'm
Yes.
sure you can get one of these like completely
For, like,
bone stock
35?
for like 30, 35. Yeah.
bone stock. You think you're gonna find one for bone
I'll
stock?
find one blown up.
Yeah.
I'll
Those are
build a
easy
motor
to
for it.
I don't think you can find any Subaru bone stock.
But compared to what we drive, we voluntarily drive kind of junky cars just
Yeah.
to save money. But I mean, something like this, it's got a touchscreen radio. Like,
I think you would buy a
auto climate
Forester
control.
before you buy an STI.
Ooh, I would like to have
Like
like
a-
a 2012 Forester.
Yeah, like a newer one.
Like that white-
JM's new one that he bought,
Nah.
but like better.
I want the one after that, like that white one we work
Yeah.
on.
I'd like to see a Lamborghini in the States.
Sign me
A
up.
little wagon.
Lead times for what?
Anything, like
Nope.
anything and everything we do. Because I've had people ask me, well, why does it take so long to get my car tuned? I drop my car off. Why can it not just be done the same day?
There's a lot that goes into doing what we do.
There is when you
Well-
care and you do it right.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
we
we also
choose
do
to
a
use
lot
a
of
tuner
things.
that's not here.
Yeah.
Like our tuner Elijah is obviously in North Carolina, but so we use him for two reasons. For one, he's like one of our best friends, and for two,
I think he
We-
hates me though.
nah. I think we can all agree that he's the best. Like I feel very confident saying
There-
that he's the best.
There is a reason that I wait to work on my car until he's ready to tune. Like, I don't know. I won't choose anybody else. Not because of favoritism, just because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So it's hard to like tell. You know, there's other tuners that we could e-tune with or something, but I'm not gonna trust their product like I trust Elijah's. So I think part of the like with tuning, it's so freaking hard because I refuse to give anything but what I think is the best. And if I think he's the best tuner, then naturally that's what I'm going to recommend, even if it takes longer. Because I don't think anything's going to take longer than, okay, we recommend a garbage tuner. Garbage tuner does his thing, blows up the engine, and now here we are. We look stupid, tuner looks stupid, customer's mad and has to spend a bunch of money. Like, I'd rather just go with what I know is good.
Even
So,
if the wait's a little bit longer, you're knowing that end product is going to be better.
yeah. Yeah.
But there's other things we do besides tuning.
Yeah, like building engines and fabrication, and it's us three for the most part.
Three
It's,
now.
yeah. like John Michael comes and helps quite a bit, but it's really hard to find experienced help.
I mean, that's kind of why it's taken so long to find somebody. It's nobody that we are looking for. Well, nobody that we found fits the mold of what we're looking for. So it makes it really hard to just hire somebody to have more help because we're looking for a very specific person.